Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley to the 22-yard line. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Throwing Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys over there before you do it?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Rodgers on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
No touchdown. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Go Silver, ready? No touchdown.
Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
Throwing is Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this down to the 41. That one goes for 8 yards. The Eagles in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to looking for the football.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good with a PAT. That's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Rodgers to return it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the win. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 69 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your...
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision to bring that one out.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Jones has it. He's got room past the 30. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Velus Jones, 89 yards. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. For a start, 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Let's go.
21-0 our score after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Cadence, lock in the cadence,
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. On 1st down, Hurts. He'll flip this out to Evans. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
There's Evans again, complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Darrington Evans, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go. Timberland. Detroit. Timberland. Up, go.
Back to throw. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive for this pick-6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter, my goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. And now off to the races down the right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 7.
They get it to him running left. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Up, go.
Barkley.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Jones now throwing on 4th down, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Darius Slayton from 4 yards out. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big man.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll find Jones again, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Touchdown! A great play there with
touchdown. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing in cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Azeez Ojulari.
That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Calm.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
10 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd and inches. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Go River! First down, New York.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Half tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 24-yard line.
Throwing Jones.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying it up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey. Biggie.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Okay, here we go.
Barkley again.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to at least get 1 score back.
The kick is good.
Extra point try good by Gano. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Isaiah Rodgers.
And finally out of bounds, so he doesn't take it the distance. All but 5 yards shy of the end zone.
At the 5-yard line.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp. Delta.
Evans is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Delta.
Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they'll run for it with Evans. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Darrington Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Listen, the past relentless, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my wrath. Did you ever finish my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions? You may have given the credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating and fueling me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it. Don't want to believe it. But no one stops to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing. I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the eating, and no umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you mourn my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me.